It wouldn't be a day that goes by if we didn't get bad Chicago Bulls news. Unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls are going to be without Torrey Craig for a little bit longer. We can talk about all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Torrey Craig, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this news. So the Chicago Bulls announced that Torrey Craig has an ankle sprain. Now, keep in mind, he was out for a leg contusion. This ankle sprain is on top of the leg contusion that he already had. He will be reevaluated for 2 weeks. That means that Torrey Craig is at least going to be out for another 2 weeks for the Chicago Bulls. Now, how much of a hit is this to the Bulls? Well, let's keep in mind, Torrey Craig has not really played a whole lot for the Chicago Bulls. So, I mean, when you look at that aspect of, yeah, he was starting to play a little bit more lately, for the Bulls. But that's when the Bulls had injuries. But Torrey Craig, on the most part of the season, has not played a whole lot for the Bulls. So, I think getting back Io, getting back Kobe, that's kind of the bigger thing here. But I will say this, though. That 2-week time period does put Torrey Craig out until basically right before the trade deadline. And I know my conspiracy theorist Bulls fans are going to look at this and saying, is this a way to make sure Torrey Craig doesn't get hurt again before the trade deadline? I don't know if that's the case. I'm not going to really get into that speculation as of right now. I will say it is a little bit questionable timing. This puts Torrey Craig coming back at earliest January 27th, which is a game against his former team, Denver, coming to the United Center. So, you can look at that. That does put him out, for about a week. He'll come back with about a week left before the trade deadline, a little bit over a week, about 8 days left before the trade deadline. So there you go with that one. But, Torrey Craig has not played a lot for the Chicago Bulls, as I said. So it's not like they're missing somebody who's been a huge part of their usual rotation. He's played in only 9 games so far this season. He has started 1 game. He averages about 6.9 points per game. He's doing that on 48% shooting from the field, 42% shooting from 3. But again, very small sample size for Torrey Craig on this season. So it kind of is what it is when it comes down to it. So, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. But I see Winton here. I won't necessarily say that it's guaranteed that he won't be traded. He'll be back healthy before the trade deadline. It's an ankle sprain. It's not like it's a grade 2, anything like that. If a team wants TC, they'll probably still be willing to bet on TC as long as he's healthy by the trade deadline. And like I said, has about a week left when he comes back before the trade deadline. So we'll see what that means for him if he's able to play well, if the Bulls even put him back in that rotation. I think that would be a telling part if the Bulls are really trying to shop TC between when he comes back and the trade deadline. If he's playing heavy minutes, considering he didn't play a lot even before he went down, that to me says that they're trying to market him. At least that's my own speculation. I'm not saying that that's 100% true, but it is what it is when it comes down to it. He ain't been the same since we seen him with Meg the Stallion. Yeah, time to trade him at the NBA trade. What are you talking about? He's played his best. He had his best game at the game where Megan the Stallion was at. So I'm just saying, sometimes you need that motivation, my boy. Sometimes you need that motivation. Bulls need to get rid of T. Craig already, man. Like, for what? I mean, it's not like you're getting anything crazy back for him. So, I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't trade him to stack up some picks for a veteran who's not in your rotation, but it's not like it's any rush, right? I won't lie. I don't even remember the last time he was on the floor. How did he get hurt? He had a leg contusion. Torrey Craig's last game. When was Torrey Craig's last game played? Let's see. Because he's already been out for like 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he played December 30th. So, yeah, he's been out for 2 weeks, or exactly 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. That's crazy. Man, who cares about Torrey Craig? I thought you had some real news, but must be a slow day. No, dumbass. This is called Chicago Bulls Central, and anything that drops with Chicago Bulls, we drop news. It's part of the reason why the channel is here, so everybody can get there. And clearly you are. You still clicked on the video and left a dumbass, retarded-ass comment, even though you saw who it is. Clearly you saw the thumbnail. So instead of trying to get some attention and try to make it seem like, oh, who cares? Your fucking name is Sean. Your mama didn't even give a damn about you enough to pick an original name. She literally picked one of the most plain and bland names you could possibly get. So who cares about you, Sean? Listen, I've tried. I said it ever since I said I wasn't going to go Petty Roosevelt on dumb people. Everybody's been trying me. Sean, do not become a victim today. All right? Do not become a victim today. It's not my fault that your mama was remedial and gave you thus a remedial ass name. Watch yourself. Okay? Watch yourself. He was really finding a rhythm over the week. Doesn't play a great deal, but he wasn't killing his role. But he was killing in his role late December. Not a big loss overall, but hits in the depth department. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Definitely a fact there. What team would want another player with injury concerns, though? I mean, don't act like we haven't seen veteran players traded coming fresh off injuries all the time. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot one of the players that we traded for. Like, if veterans, you want them to play a clear role. Again, as long as he's healthy by the trade deadline, he could definitely get it. I always knew somebody was going to set you off. I love Petty Roosevelt. Listen, I be trying, right? It really be the people where every time somebody tries to change their life, people always calling them back. Don't listen. Let's not do that. We don't need that. We've been trying our best to limit Petty Roosevelt appearances. We're trying our best. But now I had to make sure everybody, because like I said before, don't forget I'm still Haize. All right? Don't forget that. So while I'm trying my best not to go off on people, I still absolutely will go off on you. Hopefully he can play a bit to get a second round pick or AC. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Petty Roosevelt versus Conor McGregor coming soon. Oh, if you're talking, like, first of all, I mean, if we're talking MMA, he's gonna kick my ass. I'm gonna have to shoot him. But if you're talking about war of the promos, oh, I'd kill Conor McGregor in a promo. Hopefully the next update is the shakeup in our starting rotation. Listen, I really don't think is that we see a shakeup in the starting rotation to after the trade. And I'm not even saying because of trades. I just don't think that anything is going to happen until then. Like, and even whether we trade or not, I don't think anything's going to happen before then. Could they get a second round pick for him? I mean, that was the rumor. Like, I think that we've heard before who was the team? There was a team that offered or reportedly offered a second round pick for Torrey Craig. I can't remember which team it was. Was it the Magic? It might have been the Magic when they had all those injuries going on. I may be making that up too. I know there was a team. I can't remember which one it was. Where's Sanogo? Sanogo has a knee injury. He has a knee injury. So that's why you haven't seen Sanogo even in the Windy City Bulls, is because he has a knee injury. Saw Zach shoot over DeMar other night. I mean, listen, Zach had a game. He made some mistakes down the stretch, but he definitely had a game. Mental health advice: don't come on this live stream just to say it's stupid to be on the live stream. Exactly. It was the Bucks. Good. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for holding me accountable. I don't know. Why did I think the Magic? I don't know why my mind went to the Magic. But you're right. It was the Bucks. Would love to see the promos every time. Every time something happens, I get closer and closer to starting that roast. If I ever do start the roasting channel, you will never see Petty Roosevelt on any of my actual sports channels. I'm literally going to screenshot every comment and I'm going in on the roasting channel. So that may be an outlet. If you see a Petty Roosevelt channel pop up, just know it's demon time all the time. Because I'm not just roasting people who leave dumb comments. I'm roasting ESPN people. I'm roasting the hip hop people. I'm roasting any and everybody. If you give me the avenue and the lane to just go off on people, oh my God. I get closer and closer every day to starting it. Every day I get closer and closer. It probably would be better as a TikTok rather than a channel. That'll probably would be better that. It'll probably be better as a TikTok page than it. Well, even though I can't, because TikTok's about to go away. So there you go on that one. So Vooch is an all-star again? Not yet. We got to see what the coaches do, because I don't think he's going to get voted in, but we'll see. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys so much, man, for tuning in. Just want to bring this quick update to see to once the news drops. Y'all know it's a very simple rule around here at Chicago Bulls Central. News drops, we drop. That's it. That's all we got to do. And you see, Sean didn't say nothing else afterwards. See, this is why don't come for the king. Don't come. Like I know the saying is, if you're gonna come for the king, you bet not miss. Don't come for the king because it doesn't matter. You're not gonna be able to out joke me. It's not possible. But I love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red, y'all. I'll be back if anything else drops when we drop, man. Make sure you guys are also subscribing to Chicago Bears Central, NBA Central. Go and hit the subscribe button on NBA Central. I was actually about to record an NBA Central video before this news dropped. So this is going to push it back because I got to get my son from school in like 15 minutes. So now, it is what you get it when you get it. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.